agree. I agree, Sean. Yeah, let's just count on that. Like I was saying earlier, though, I played a little bit. I have money. I can expand my operation. $1 million plus. I've never seen that kind of money in that game. And I didn't take a screenshot the other day when I opened it just to see, like, before the last update. But I was spending over $1 million on, like, wage payments, labor, whatever you want to call it. And now I'm not. So I don't know if I, like, lost a bunch of people. I don't know what happened. I didn't fire anybody, but I'm not sure. Kind of weird. Oh, you're setting a second base up before you unlock SWAT? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I imagine you're broke then if you're setting up another base. That would make sense. I need to actually, like, figure things out, like, how many people do I have in each base? Are all the people actually necessary? I need to, like, I'm running 9 people on every fire truck. I don't probably need to do that. I tend to send more than one fire truck to a call anyway to get it done. So, I mean, the more people, the faster they do stuff, but I don't know. What did, oh, I had a call on Global the other night. It was, they said it, like, the lady popped up. She said, attention, serious or major incident. It was a silent alarm at a bank. And it was right next to my, like, starting base there. And, yeah, I ended up having, SWAT team was involved. Several people were wirelessly hole punched. And, like, I sent like most of my police force there, to start with. And then I sent all of my SWAT team. And I sent, I think, every ambulance that I had available at the time. I think I sent every single one. They weren't all needed, but I sent the world. Because when they say, attention, major incident, you know, it's like, oh, God. Send everybody. I sent a lot of units to that. That was kind of wild. I even sent a fire truck and a ladder truck just in case they need to, like, rescue somebody out of a window. I sent everybody. It was kind of funny. That was one of the new calls, I guess. I've been getting a bunch of those, and honestly, it brings life back into that game for me. Although there's one that I have a massive disagreement with, actually. There's one that I really don't like on there, and the only outcome so far is to arrest somebody. And personally, I think it's unjust. I think it's a constitutional violation. You have to go arrest somebody that is taking pictures in a public post office. And if they're, as long as, which obviously it's a video game, so it's whatever, but like in real life, as long as they're in a public lobby, it's fine. So, Mickey, what's going on? How are you? Happy Thursday to you. Could be Friday where Mickey's at. I don't know. It's Thursday here though. But what's up? Welcome in. But yeah, you literally have to arrest somebody for taking pictures, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like the outcome here, but there is no other option. You go there, you question the witnesses, and you arrest the perpetrator. No options. No police discretion, you know. Not like the lemonade stand where you can choose to, like, you know, haul the kid to jail or buy a lemonade. No options. All right, so at least we got the field harvested, y'all. I was not anticipating actually being able to harvest the field. So yeah, that's good. All you knew is that it was dark. I would imagine, Mickey, yeah, it makes sense. All he knows it's dark. At least here, Mickey, it's not quite 5 o'clock on Thursday, all right? That's what it is here. I don't know about where you're at, but betcha. That's fun. That is fun. Let's go. All right, full load. Not a full load. 70%. I have 5% of the contract to finish still. Hopefully this gives me the contract. Hopefully. Hopefully. There are like 3 little skippers in that field, so I'm not sure. They should be okay though. Hopefully. Yeah, I need a semi truck. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of harvest contracts. Like a really cheap semi truck and a really cheap trailer would be nice. Saying. $77, slight breeze and dark, somewhere in Europe. All right. Oh, that's funny. Somewhere in Europe. All right, makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Chat, what do you think? Should we just buy this homestead or should we wait for the big one and buy the big one? $2.2 million is a lot of money, and I'm probably going to buy equipment on the way to that 2.2 million. Or do I have to buy a homestead before I can buy equipment? Maybe. Is that the rule? That might be the rule. I have to have land. I guess I don't have to have a homestead, right? Maybe I just have like a little piece of, maybe like field 33 here, or plot 33, this little piece of land here. Park all my equipment there. $15,000 in a dream, you know? Just saying. We could do it. $91 with 100% humidity. The other day, my nephew was complaining about it being humid outside, and he goes, I think it's 127% humidity outside right now. And I was like, buddy, this is my like nephew that's like 20 or something. And I'm like, buddy, I don't think it can be 120% humidity. You would literally be in a swimming pool at that point. It's like, well, that's what it feels like. I'm like, well, okay, fair play. Because it was after it poured on Father's Day here on Sunday, and it poured, and then it got sunny after, and oh my god, it was miserable outside after that. Just saying. Hooray, chat, we made 3280 with extra crop. Hooray, hooray. All right, let's turn that back in. Hooray, we have money now. What other contract do we want to do? Something. For her. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Fertilizing contracts. I could get a sprayer. Or honestly, I kind of like the idea of that. Oh, and I have precision. I can turn the rate down, right? Maybe. Let's try that. Let's try this. I've never used the Fent with the box on it. Did I not borrow the equipment? Am I that dumb? I just took that contract and I didn't borrow the equipment. Pretty sure I did. Not borrow the equipment. Borrow. Oh, there we go. Wait, how many wait, hang on. 1, 2, 2. Okay, there's only 2. I was thinking there was more. Where do I buy fertilizer? Probably have to buy pallets of it, huh? Is there any pallets of fertilizer on sale? There's herbicide. That's good to remember. There is fertilizer on sale. I don't know if that's really a sale. We'll probably use it all eventually, right? There goes half of our money. Half of our money is gone. Okay, but we're gonna totally cheat. We're gonna turn down. We can turn up and down our rate. So we're gonna turn our rate all the way down to 18. Instead of like, you know, really high. We're gonna turn that all the way down. I'm not cheating. I'm using the game mechanics to my advantage. For the record. Not cheating at all, okay? Just the game mechanics to my advantage. Oh, boy. Yeah, I've never used this thing besides as a sprayer. So this is cool. I think I bought it or leased it or something on Alma when it came out. But other than that, I haven't used it. Alright, I'm going to go right across the road. Oh, they're both over there. Okay, sweet. 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 We got spreaders back there. Let's go. I'm here for it. Let's, what did they say? Let's get it done. John Deere American Farmer, hello. Sounds like a plan. Some of that stuff will be ingrained in my brain for absolutely ever. I used to play that game with me too much when I was younger. Let's get it done. Then you had the one guy who just go, uh-huh. There was a lot of, okay, from that guy, you know. Hey, what's up? All right, we are, oh, we have the mod for the map. We should change our map. Actually, I don't know if it shows up on a contract, though. Oh, it does. Nitrogen. Let's go. All right, and again, we're set at 18. If we turn the auto off, we're going to be at 172. So we're going to, or sorry, that'd be turn the auto on. So we're going to run with auto turned off and our rate turned all the way down. Because, again, we're taking advantage of a mechanic of precision farming is what it is. So, yeah, part of precision farming. That you can turn it all down. What is this? Of course, it has me fertilizing soybeans on precision farming. Both fields. Is anybody else looking at field 10 and thinking, man, that'd make a hell of a harvest contract? Just me? Oh boy, that's a monster there. Pretty good sized field. Yeah, we're gonna just sip the fertilizer. This is great. Might be cheating, but like it is what it is, right? It is what it is. All right. So oh, and check my battery. How are we doing on the battery? We're up to 35% recharged. Hooray. Although I can't charge it very fast while I'm streaming because I will overload my circuit breaker. I can't. It has a controlled charge control in the app. You can set how many watts you want to run at. So if I'm not in a game and not streaming, I can charge it a whole lot faster. But in a game and streaming, I can't. I only have it set at 100 watts. Because I don't want to like melt my circuit breaker. So Speaking of that, I found out somebody has to get a whole new breaker box in their house. Somebody that I know. Apparently, there's some parts in it that are a little melted and got a little toasty. So it sounds like they might have got lucky and avoided a house fire. The way it sounds. So I guess that's good. Definitely good. Definitely good. What did Trent do? No, it's not Trent. I haven't talked to Trent in a while. It was my buddy Casey next door. He's kind of going through it with his house a little bit. He's trying to get it ready to sell. And I don't know, an electrician was out and took a look in his panel in his basement and went, oh my god, this thing has to be replaced now. I personally haven't seen it. Whatever. I have no interest, but apparently it's parts that are not supposed to be black and melty are black and melty. So kind of a problem, you know? Kind of a problem, apparently. So yeah, that's never good. It's never good. Speaking of electrical, by the way, I'm kind of jealous, okay, of my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law works in the IT world, and he does stuff with like servers. Okay, so he literally has a full-size server rack at his house, at him and my sister's house, and it's, you know, for those of you that don't know, it's like the size of a refrigerator. Okay, and it's full of like, you know, computer components and whatnot. They recently went to 400 amp service on their house. A traditional house in the United States is 200 amp service, so it's double. Right?
Jeff01R1 just resubscribed for 56 months.
Jeff, thanks for that resub. How's it going today? Welcome in. It's popping. So they upgraded to 400 amp service at their house. And apparently the reason they did it, and I didn't realize, was it's better for the server. But he has, and I don't know where he got this thing or whatever, but he has a battery backup for his server that plugs into a 50 amp outlet. For those of you that don't know, your stove in your kitchen, if it's electric, runs on 50 amps. Okay. RVs, their big plug on an RV is a 50 amp breaker. That's the battery backup I need, chat. Didn't you get notification? I'm sorry, Jeff. I've been live for, went live about 3 o'clock my time, so hour and 52 minutes, or hour and 51, yeah, something like that. So Jeff, to catch you up, I went on a little road trip with Pops this morning, is why I was late. I didn't feel like sending him on a road trip by himself. I don't like doing that, so I went with him. We are on a new map. It's the rolling farmlands of Michigan. It's on the mod hub, crossplay, and so far it's okay. I'm doing contracts. I started with $0, 0 land, and 0 equipment. I'm on my second contract. We've had some thunderstorms in the area. Things might be flooding. I ran on my battery for 45 minutes. Eventually, at some point, I'm going to have to disappear because of storms. Probably at some point today. That's pretty much the catch up. So yeah, pretty much it. So you betcha. But yeah, good old little road trip with Pops this morning was good. I'm trying to find something to do next Wednesday that does not involve us going to the farm and working outside. The forecast officially for Thursday right now for Wednesday next week is hot and humid, high of like 96 with a ton of humidity on top of that. So I'm like, we should go drive to downtown and look at this. There's a huge crane down there right now, like a 500-foot tall crane. That'd be cool to go see, you know? If that's the ketchup, what's the mustard? Well, mustard's nasty, so what's nasty? When we went to the auction place, it was really hot and sunny when we were there. That's the nasty part. That's the mustard. Yeah, nailed it. Something like that. How about that? Not a fan of mustard at all. Honey mustard, though, is fire. Just for the record. Oh, I did go to a Casey's today, too. I might have went to a Casey's today. So, yeah. Dijon, I'm going to say probably no. I don't know if I've ever tried anything besides, like, yellow mustard. But honey mustard's great. Begmart, what's going on? Good afternoon. Good morning to you. Yeah, honey mustard's good. I haven't had any forever, but I used to eat a lot of it. Used to eat a lot of it. Like a lot of it. But yeah. All right, then we're going to jump the little grass line here and go right to the next contract. Betcha. I'll start in a corner. That seems appropriate. Although it doesn't matter since we have precision on. I guess the, like, technology. I don't actually know. I do have... Is there crop sensors? There's a crop sensor. Wait. Wait, how does that work? Oh, okay, it doesn't work. I just turned my spreader off. I was like, what? I hit Alt B, but I guess it turned my sensor on, but it just turned my spreader off. Okay. Maybe I don't have I guess I don't have the tech for doing that. It's all good. Right. I will tell you guys, last night, before I lost internet, I was looking through maps on the Mod Hub, and just for funsies, I downloaded Hagen Starrar, and I thought, okay, I'll just go look at it. It looks so much better than I remember, because of course I remember it from Farm Sim 13 on Xbox. Graphically, it looked terrible back then, right? It was wild going onto it now. It's beautiful. So I might have to play that at some point. But we'll see. It was beautiful, though. It was unreal. How nice it was. Unreal. Although, you know, there's a perfect modded combine in the mod hub to start that map with. It's not a little red combine, it's a little green combine, but it's on like steel tracks. It's just a little guy. I think it's a John Deere 45? Something like that. Whatever it is, it's like super old school and tiny, so it'd be funny to start that map with that. This is not a 4X. No, it's a regular size. I was kind of not really wanting another 4X. I said the other day it wouldn't matter, but I tend to go back and forth on the 4X thing, you know? Sometimes I'm all in, and sometimes I just want a regular size map. Just want a regular size map. And that's where we're at. So it's all good. But I'll tell you what, man, I couldn't do nothing last night without internet. I was like, oh, let me check this on the computer. Nope, can't do that. Well, I could use my phone, of course, using my data, which is fine. But like, you don't realize how like connected you are, and then you're just like, I can't do anything without my internet. It was so bad. I went to bed early because I didn't have internet. Early for me, anyway. It was wild. Absolutely wild. The best one was Mr. First Time. He was very not happy that we didn't have internet last night. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, well, you need to go to bed. So, like, you got to get up early for work. Like, you don't need to worry about scrolling Twitter, you know? Or whatever. I was amused. He was not happy. But too bad. So I bought all that fertilizer. Am I going to be able to unload this at the shop? Because I'll totally just unload it and leave it there. Although there are more fertilizing contracts we could take, I guess. To be honest, we might as well do as many fertilizing contracts as we can. The ones that are worth the money anyway. 8,000's worth it, right? I'm gonna say below 5. No. Even though they're all worth it. Because when you're sitting with $18,000 and you have nothing, I guess every dollar counts, right? Every dollar counts right now. That's okay. And again, we're fertilizing soybeans. With precision. Man. So technically, I put it on new farmer, which is what I always start on because I want the buildings to be in the homesteads. But there's an option on new farmer to start with a farm or not. I hit no. So I own nothing right now. I literally, at the start of stream, I set my money to 0. I own no land. I own no equipment. I own nothing. This is leased through the contract. So, there's that. Mike, we'll catch you later. Have a good one. But yeah, so yeah, I own nothing. There's 2 farms on here. There's this one here at like 53, which is the cheaper option. It's still 600,000. And then there's another one up here, which is plot 25. It's $2.2 million, but you do also get a huge like grass field. So it's kind of interesting. Is this the map? No, this isn't the map. I was looking. Oh, on Hagenstead. On Hagenstead, they have all kinds of multi-fruit crops on that map. They even have black beans, which I eat black beans every day, so I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, they had all kinds of weird stuff on there. Might play it at some point. You never know. Never know. Oh yeah, it was kind of cool to look at that. See that map again. It's been years. Been years since I've played that map, so yeah. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting for me start, because normally I set myself up with, like, you know, not a crazy amount of equipment, but, you know, decent. You know, 2-3 tractors, a combine, you know, maybe a little grain cart, something like that. But just to have nothing is kind of wild. To be honest. For me, anyway. I didn't even start with like $100 in a chainsaw, you know, like nothing. Oh boy. I think the extreme used equipment mod is going to be my best friend. But I'm kind of torn with the, do I buy equipment to help me with these contracts? Or, because I don't have anywhere to park it technically. Or should I have to buy land to park my equipment on? I should probably have to buy land, right? That would keep me doing contracts. Probably. Well, either way, I have to do contracts because if I buy equipment, I'm not going to have money for land to like farm. So I think I'll do land for, or like a homestead first before buying equipment. And honestly, this will force me to use like equipment I normally don't use in this game too. Like for instance, the spreader on this Rogator. Although honestly, this isn't a bad way to go. Seems okay. All right, 96%. Getting ready to turn 97. Okay. We have a skipper over on the side of the field. That's probably, we're not going to need to go do it. But there we go. All right, then we're going to 10. Oh, dang. I didn't realize 10 was, okay. 10's the big one. Let's go. We're off to see the wizard. But yeah, start with nothing. It's kind of a thing. Oh, by the way, corn fungicide applications have started around me now. In real life. Guys that bought Grandpa's farm, they were out with a drone today. Applying fungicide. So that was interesting. I definitely should have gone. I don't know how to get to that field without driving across another field. Just drive here. Oh, hello. That kind of falls off to the edge of the world down there. I mean, it is the edge of the world, but it's interesting. All right, let's go. Fertilizing more soybeans. Interesting. It's quite a field, though, honestly. 92 acres. We're going to get paid $56,000. It's pretty good money. We have more harvest contracts we could do. Mowing contract could be fun at 20 grand. Actually, hold on. Stop this. Let's take the mowing contract. Borrow items. Is a mowing contract. We can AFK. we can hire that now that we have money. Now that we have money. If I need. Oh. You know, Jeff, I will need. I didn't have time to look yet for that. But I do follow that person on YouTube now, so I just haven't had time. Thank you, Jeff. I'll keep that tab open. Because let's be real, I will definitely want auto drive on here, right? Definitely. I already kind of wish I had it for these harvest contracts I've been doing, you know? Just saying. That's all right. The rolling farmland, I want to say rolling hills of Michigan. Rolling farmland of Michigan, Scoot. What's up, by the way? Welcome in. Did it? Oh, and it's, yeah. I got you, Jeff. I got you, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to get that on there for sure. For sure. Scoot, I'm doing, I passed my field, didn't I? No. I am doing contracts. I'm not going to say no to help. It is in the drive. Yes, sir. I'm not going to say no. So basically, Scoot, I started with nothing. No land, no equipment, no money. And I'm going to have to do contracts to, you know, have anything. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to say no, Scoot. All right. We're just going to fire that up there. It'll run. Now that I have money, I can hire a worker, chat. Wow. So impressive. So impressive. Oh, man. That's funny. Oh, I got you. You're good, Scoot. It's all good, man. I will also tell you, I will have to disappear at some point because of storms. Most of the storms are not aimed directly at my house anymore, so. We already had a storm earlier and it exhausted my battery, so I got a while before I can charge it back. I mean, it's charging currently, but it's slow, so. If we get another good boomer, I'll just have to leave chat. But otherwise, we're here. I'm planning on taking a 6 o'clock break like normal, and we'll just keep on keeping on after that. So you betcha. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, I'm here until I can't be, basically. Got to make up those hours of hanging out with Pops today, you know, or something like that. We talked to one of the farmers today too for a minute. That was always a good time to talk to him. Super nice guy. He's the guy I rode along with that time in the combine many moons ago at this point. It's funny, the tram lines go, no matter which way I look, the roads go that way. The roads go north-south and the roads go east-west. That's how they used to plant corn way back in the day. They used to plant corn, at least around here. They used to plant corn 42-inch rows and 42 inches between plants. I'm talking way back in the day. That's how they used to do it here. And I believe that way you're like horse, your whatever, with horses, or I don't know if they used ox here per se, but they could like go either way to, like, you know, for weed control and stuff, I guess. I don't know. That's what I was told. I don't know how true it is. That's what I heard once. I heard that once not on the internet either. That's what Pop said. So kind of wild. On the wild. Oh, yeah. It'd be a massive, this day and age, it'd be so full of water hemp, it would be crazy. We were actually joking with the farmers today, because Dad and I were talking about it earlier today, that if somebody could just come up with a use for water hemp, I don't know if it, like, it has the fiber to be, like, you know, to mow it and, like, bale it, or if, like, it could be used in, like, a power plant situation, mow it and bale it and burn it. Or if there's, I don't know, there's gotta be some purpose, something that you could use water hemp for. And then we were kidding the farmer. We're like, yeah, you could sell your planter. You never have to plant again, because this stuff just reseeds itself every year. This is a regular size map, yes. Yep, it's not a 4X. So having a field that is 92 acres is kind of a big field for a regular size map. Kind of a big field. But we're like, yeah, if you could just come up with something to do with water hemp, like a useful, viable thing. I mean, I know some farmers that would be very rich very quickly. Basically all farmers, because water hemp grow. They're unreal how they grow. They're so fast. You can have like 3 crops a year. It'd be unreal. Absolutely unreal. What'd they say? I think one water hemp plant can produce 600,000 seeds. If it, like, you let it go that far. Something like that. It's unreal. The water hemp, like, epidemic anyway that's going on right now. Absolutely unreal. So, you know, if you let one plant go out to seed, you're going to be fighting that thing for the rest of your life, probably. It's crazy because those seeds can lay dormant for, I swear, like 1 billion years. And then, you know, if they get disturbed just right, they'll come up and yeah, it's bad. Very, very bad. I'm not going to do 2 entrants here, even though my GPS is set for that. I don't think I need them. Oh, wait, we're going. Hold up. We're doing this field east-west. Okay. You're back? Well, welcome back. All right. I was thinking this field would be a north-south field, but apparently makes sense why the tram lines are going east-west, I guess. All right. You saw a spider. I was watching Game of Thrones the other night. I was like, it was Tuesday night, and I was locked in, right? I was so focused on this right monitor here, just laser focused at watching Game of Thrones. And all of a sudden, there's one of those just little tiny spiders just like coming down right in my vision. He was tiny. That's okay, it was fine. But yeah. Takes 20 days to heavily infest for the next 10 years. It's crazy, Jeff, yeah. Crazy. Can't do spiders at all, yeah. I know somebody like that. You're about to go to sleep. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, and actually right now, I need to either get a hold of Zach's family or I'm going to have to go do something out along our... it's on our lane, but it's technically not our property. It's technically my dad's cousin's property, but Zach's family farms it. On their side of the lane, where they're like right next to their corn, there's water hemp that are like 3 feet tall right now. So I'm either going to have to go mow them or they need to come spray them or something. I won't let them go all the way out to seed. Something's going to have to happen with them. I'd get the machete out and chop them. You spray your whole room with peppermint tomorrow. Gotcha. I gotcha. All right, chat. We have ourselves a visitor. Burning the house down would probably work to get rid of spiders. For the record. Don't do that, by the way. In a video game only, of course. I was in GTA 6. GTA 6, yeah, in a video game. All right, don't do it. Right, let's go say hi to Scoot. Hello.
Hello?
What's up?
Not much. How are you?
I haven't floated away yet. You know, we're good. The amount of rain these storms are dumping on us when they hit, it's unreal.
Yeah, we had a couple of those last week.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. You're getting a proper unit. Nice. There was earlier from the storm we got earlier, there was a spot in town that had 2 feet of water on a road.
That's
And there were
really nice.
There were cars out in it, and people had to like just get out and walk through 2 feet of water.
So were they just in it, or were they trying to drive through it and got stuck?
Well, I assume somebody tried to drive through it, and it didn't work. 2 feet of
Yeah,
water
you
to like a
done-
little car is kind of a lot. Well, yeah. It happens, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't do that.
There's a spot over near me where like if it rains a lot, like a bunch of like tributaries go to this one spot, and it's a low spot, and they've put signs up on the side of the road for like the depth, and people still drive, and it's like 5 feet's the highest.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I saw one of those signs today. We went through a little, there's a little like dip under a train track on our journey we were on today, and it has basically a yardstick, a big fancy yardstick on the side.
Yep.
Yep. That's why you check the corners. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Paul's or Paul, yeah, I am broke. So I just started new saves today. I started with $0, 0 land, and 0 equipment. And 0 sugar, orange soda in my cup. So we're good to go, We got all the zeros, all right?
Does that mean we're starting with hand tools?
I did see that mod, and I thought to myself for a second, and then I was like, absolutely not.
You gotta find the map with the really, really small fields.
Yeah. Gardens, basically. Can you put GPS on those hand tools?
Yeah, yeah, you can use like the in-game stuff.
Okay. That wouldn't be as bad. That wouldn't be as terrible.
Unless you're doing a 37-acre field of parsnips.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably a good idea, yeah. Hey, live and learn, Larry. Live and learn.
Yep.
It happens. Definitely taking advantage of the fertilizer with precision trick. Betcha. This field's like 94 acres. Yeah, this is, for a regular size map, this is the Rolling Hills, I see. Yeah, I'm going to mess this one up. Rolling Farmlands of Michigan. I want to call it Rolling Hills of Michigan. And, I'm up here in 10. Yeah, it's a good size field. For a regular size map, I think it's a pretty good size field. So yeah, good size field. That is for sure. Oh, I gotta give Trent grief when if he shows up today. I saw his Casey's from yesterday in Discord. I even showed my dad. I was at the farm and I was like, look what Trent did today. And he's like, what? It was kind of funny. Kind of funny. It's okay, though. I might have had a slice of Casey's pizza today, so whatever. Oh, man. I've been in a few Casey's in my day over the years, and I've never been in a Casey's with more crap sitting in the aisles waiting to be restocked than that one today. It was unreal. All of the employees were like super nice and friendly and stuff, but man, they had crap just sitting everywhere in that store. Like I could barely walk down like the aisle to get to like the coolers to get a drink. They had so much stuff. It was unreal.
So how long do you plan on being this day?
Like in-game farm day?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Probably. I mean, I got 2 more contracts to fertilize after this one. Why? What do you got?
Well, there's a $40,000 baling contract.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll find
I
something
just
to
don't
do.
know if I can do it or not.
Yeah, it's fine.
I
I can find
gotta
something to
get
do.
some perms
Oh,
before you accepted. You know I don't remember number.
do you just want the admin password? Here, you'll laugh at it. There it is. That's the new admin password.
Yay!
It's good, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah. Is Caleb completely clueless the whole time? I mean, kind of, Jeff. I mean, Caleb does. I mean, Caleb's the professional farmer, right? That they bring on. Although they say he's the professional farmer, right? Because there is sometimes where yeah, sometimes, Jeff, yeah. But he is the professional compared to, like, Jeremy. I think they just have such a different way of doing things that, like, compared to what we're used to here, for sure, way different.
What field are you in?
I'm up here in 10. I gotta go 10, and then I don't know which one's closer, 50 or 9. But yeah.
Right, I'm gonna make a trip up there and show you what I gotta use.
Oh, I gotcha. On comments, yes, on common sense stuff, yes. Caleb is very clueless. Yes. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly what Jeff said though. On common sense stuff, yeah, Caleb, yeah, he knows how to farm. But on, like, common sense stuff, yeah, no, he doesn't. Yeah. He like, if there's ever a celebrity that they interact with, right? Caleb doesn't have a clue who any celebrity is, or any, like, musical like any of that stuff. He doesn't know any of that stuff. So yeah, like that stuff, no, he doesn't have a clue. Never interesting. But yeah, like farming stuff, yeah, he's got it. Although I wonder, like, they say the show is real, but, like, how real is it? They say it's super real. Oh, you would take that contract with that thing, would you?
I was like, how's this gonna work?
I saw it in the thing, and I was like, oh man, that darn Mercedes truck with the PTO. I really have not used that thing, like, ever.
I haven't either. We're gonna try it out.
Gotcha. I think I had it, like, the day it came out, and I was like, it just seems wrong. It just seems wrong to me, so I haven't used it since. That's all right. Does this show up in here too? No. Oh, the entire map needs to be plowed. Almost. There's 2 fields that don't. Interesting. So let's see. You're bailing what, 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So I've got 50 and 9 next. Okay, so I'll probably hit 9, then go down to, okay. 27's getting after it. Yeah, I tried to hire my tipper because I did a harvest contract first. I tried to just drive it to the field, but having $0, you can't do that. Yeah, I was like, dang it. And I don't have auto drive yet, although Jeff found one, so I will have auto drive soon enough on here for Saturday. I that'll be nice. Be nice to have auto drive. And it'll save me a lot of time. I don't have to make my own. So, most definitely. That means more time for Satisfactory.
Oh yeah. Have you hit any of your milestones that you were looking for yet?
On what, Satisfactory?
Yeah.
Oh, for the achievement? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm still at 38 to 42. And actually, I did cheat on you, chat. I did complete a couple little milestones off stream the other day, but you know, we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that. But yeah. After Saturday, you won't be in for 2 weeks. All right. Hope you're gonna do something that's fun. Going on a, what do they call it? Holiday?
Jet 2 holiday.
You too. I forget that the whole sound. That thing was all over TikTok last year. That thing was crazy. I'll tell you what has been blowing up my TikTok has been e-bikes lately. Of course, you know, you watch one video or you click on one like ad on TikTok for an e-bike and oh my God. It's all over that's all my TikTok is now. Oh, they've got some sick e-bikes. There's one that has CarPlay and Android Auto. It has like a screen. It has speakers. You can like play your Bluetooth, like music across Bluetooth on the, it's like having a Harley with a, you know, a stereo. You could put a map on the screen in front of you on this e-bike. This thing's like $800, the bike. I mean, probably it lasts like 5 minutes, but like, it's sick.
I'll say I don't think they make a big enough battery for me.
Big enough battery?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most of them don't even give like a weight rating on the bike. And it's like, well, everything has a weight rating, right? So there's some e-bikes that have like 2 batteries.
We did see this pretty cool one this lady had when we were down at the beach for the monster truck thing.
Yeah.
So it was like a bike on the back that she was like, it was like e-bike, but she was pedaling it. But on the front, it had like it was like a box type thing. It had like 3 kids in it.
Oh, dang.
She's like, oh yeah, these are cool, but they're kind of expensive. So I was, you know, doing the Google thing and looked it up. $6,500.
Oh my God. You might as well buy a car.
Yeah.
Go buy a used car.
And that was the one she had. There was one that was, I think, like 12.
Holy cow. That's crazy. I mean, the money that, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anybody shouldn't. You do what you want with your money. It's your money. But like when we go to those farm shows and see these side-by-sides that are all tricked out, and it's like, dude, you could buy a pickup truck for that kind of money, you know?
I mean, yeah, I mean, base of it's usually like a pickup, a low-grade pickup truck payment.
You could put a down payment on a house for what that side-by-side cost, you know? It's crazy. But again, that's their money. They can do with it what they want, obviously. I mean, I'm just jealous, honestly. I wish I had it all tricked out side-by-side. But it is what it is. Actually, I saw a trailer at that auction today. I don't know if the trailer's for sale. It had a bunch of stuff on it. But it was a triple axle, bumper pull, triple axle. Had to be, it probably was like an 18-foot deck, and then it had like a 2-foot dovetail on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, that'd be perfect for going to farm shows. You can put tractor, plow, and a side-by-side on there.
Yep.
Like, bro, that'd be lit. I don't know if the trailer was even like remotely in good shape. I didn't like go look at it, but it was awesome. I'd love to have a trailer like that for going to farm show. Hopefully this summer or here in August, there's the one. I'm hoping to take my tractor and plow. Because the other one over in Pickneyville we go to every year, they're like super strict. You have to like fill out like all this paperwork and like get I think you even have to, they have to look at your tractor when they get it there or when you get it there to make sure it's like safe for the show and like just all this weird stuff. So this other one, they're like, just show up Go plow, have fun. There ain't no
But
paperwork.
you probably got to pay for all that first, and then if you don't get to use your tractor in the show, you don't
Probably.
get your money back, do you?
Yeah, it's for that show you got to pay too, yeah. But the other show is just like at a dude's farm, and he's like, hey, just pull up with a trailer, like, let's go. Just have fun. So, I'd like to take a tractor there, but we'll see. I need to get my plow out and do some plowing at the farm right now, actually. Been too wet and too hot. I think my tractor's only started once this year. It's not good.
Did you get your pumpkins in?
I think about half of them are planted right now. I actually haven't been working on it. It's been Pops. All right, I'm in route to field 9. Neighbors paid $50K for it, Jeff. Yo, good for him. to have it, you know, good for him. It's quite a thing. Well, this is how you're supposed to get to this field. I see the road now. That's not much of a road for as big as that field is. But no, Dad's been working on pumpkins a little bit. It's been kind of too wet to plant pumpkins. Because that ground with our cover crop on there stays like shaded all the time, so it doesn't dry out like ever. Which is good for when the pumpkins are growing, keep them nice and hydrated. But yeah, I think we're about half planted right now. So, which we need to kind of get more than half planted. Need to be done like real soon here. So, but it poured at the farm today, and it's supposed to rain a bunch tomorrow and rain a bunch Saturday. So, and that is going to turn like 98 and humid all next week. So, I don't know when we're going to plant. Might have to just put the straw hat on and go out there when it's 98 and humid and get done what we can. Although this year, so we've been trying different methods of planting for years. Like we used to start them all here at the house in little pots, and then we would transplant them all, and that worked, but it was transplant shock was real. And then we started going to direct seeding, and we used to have like rows of bare dirt, and we would have to rake all the straw out of there, and like it was kind of a pain. And last year I had the idea to actually go out with like a 6-inch hole saw on a drill, and we ran it backwards, and we just like cut a hole in the straw so you could plant, you know, have a little dirt, plant your pumpkin. Well, this year Dad's going real easy. He's just literally walking out there with a little shovel, poking it in the ground through the straw, making a little spot for a seed and dropping it in. So like the straw, we're not moving the straw at all. Now our straw is really thin this year, but we're not moving the straw. And he was saying yesterday, like, it's working so good. So it'll probably be how we plant from now on, instead of like trying to move the straw and just a nightmare. So I got you, Jeff. Yeah, people's priorities, you know, sometimes it happens. It definitely happens. It's like, you know, the farmer that everybody probably knows one or whatever. All he does is complain about, you know, the price they're getting for stuff or the price of fuel, and yet he's sitting in his, you know, $85,000 truck. And he's got a $150,000 camper sitting in the barn, you know, that he doesn't go anywhere with. Yeah. But it's all right. It happens. Oh, not to mention the, you know, $50,000 or probably more boat, you know. Yeah. It's the whole thing. But that's all right. If anything, I think it kind of falls on the companies for building a product that costs so much. Like, there's got to be a way to not have a nice side-by-side cost that much, right? But, you know, profit for these big companies kind of rules, right?
Yep.
You know, even like the Steam machine, you know, like, does Steam need money? No. Steam makes so much money, it's ridiculous, but obviously they're going to sell the Steam machine at a profit. They're not going to, like, take the L, which I get, but it's kind of annoying at the same time. Well, I'm kind of skeptical about that whole Steam machine, by the way. You know, a lot of people are comparing it to like a PlayStation Pro, as far as like the hardware. PlayStation Pros are old. Like 7 years, I think, or something, and like this thing can't really compete with something that's 7 years old. That's kind of not good. I think neighbor guy's flooding the yard right now.
Kind of want to find the Steam Deck, but I can't find one.
You want a Steam Deck?
Possibly.
Like, you want to first, like, I don't think there's an OLED one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that one.
I haven't been able to find any of them.
You want an OG one, slightly used?
Maybe. We'll see.
You can't install. Well, true. I mean, the Steam machine and the Steam Deck, both, the theory of them is fantastic to me. I honestly have not been super impressed with like the Steam machine performance, although it plays Halo Wars phenomenally well. Halo Wars is great on there, and maybe I just don't play the right games, you know, for Steam Deck, which is totally a thing. But like, and the concept of both of them is fantastic. Yeah, I don't know about the controller thing, Jeff. I was wondering if you could like plug in the Xbox controller like dongle to the Steam machine. I know you can use like mouse and keyboard if you want to. But yeah, I'm not sure. All right, bye. We'll catch you later. Have a good night. The Steam controller does look really cool though. The new Steam controller. That thing looks sick. But yeah, the concept behind them is great. Be able to take your saves with you, and like I heard somebody talking about, they're like, yeah, I'm playing this game and like I can play on the go, or I could play at my computer, or I could play in my living room, and it's the same save. It's like, yeah, that's great, and that's a huge selling point to me, to like for the whole Steam world, you know, because like you already have the game on PC, you already had to pay for it, you already have your saves. It makes sense. The Steam machine makes sense. The price point and the performance of it is kind of the issue, I feel like, right now. Now, obviously, part of that's out of their hands because, you know, the whole RAM thing. So, you know, if you take the Steam machine and you knock off $200, well, then it's a lot more attractive to a lot of people. You know, if RAM prices weren't what they are, so. But yeah, it's kind of a whole thing. But yeah, it's like I've tried, like I've actually played GTA on my Steam Deck. It's okay. It's not great. It doesn't recommend that you play it on there. I've actually run Captain of Industry on there before.
Smokey Bandit 980 just resubscribed for 25 months.
Smokey Bandit, thanks for the 25-month resub. What's going on? Appreciate you. But I think, like, out of my games that I play, like, Halo Wars is probably one of the better ones. Like, Satisfactory. No. Not on Steam Deck. At least not on the one I have. I don't know. See, I don't know if they, like, upgraded those things when they went to, like, the OLED one. If they like turned up the horsepower. I don't think they did, but I'm not sure. So yeah. Yeah, we'll take that. Accept another. Wait, what field was that? Oh, field 8 over there, the one I did earlier. Okay. Let's go. Will it run Farm Sim? I don't know that I've ever tried, to be honest. I think I might have tried like an older Farm Sim, but I don't think I've tried 25. I'm not sure.
Maybe with no cool mods.
Well, it's Linux based. So I know once upon a time back in Farm Sim 19 or yeah, no, 22 probably. Tom, Big T Tom, he has one, and he went in through like the Linux operating system interface thing, you know, like the desktop version, you know, you can flip like desktop mode. He went in and he was able to install like GPS back then. So
that's cool.
I mean, it's doable. I don't know that it would be a very good experience. I just don't think it can run high enough frames to like, yeah. You've been looking at that controller, Joe? Interesting, Jeff. Very interesting. I have a wet sock now, by the way.
Jacob
That's how much it rained.
2348 JDX 100. Hello there.
Oh, hey, Jacob. How's it going? That's how much it rained, Chad. I got a wet sock. It's really unfortunate. Jacob, what's popping? How you doing today? Oh, boy. Oh, hey, that mowing contract's done. We're gonna have like all the contracts to complete. It's still not gonna have any money. That's okay. Gotcha, Jacob. Gotcha. Dude, they are, Big Mert. They are the worst. That clip came from, my aunt had cleaned her fish tank, and whenever she cleans the fish tank, she makes a mess. Let's just be real. And I had stepped in fish crap water basically in my house. Yeah. Gotcha, Jacob. How much water is Buddy pumping out of his pool today? That's the real question, Chad. That or there's just that much water running out of my side yard right now? Like, I know it's rained a bunch today, but I can't tell.
Maybe he mysteriously got a hole in the side of his pool in the video game.
Oh no, there's definitely a hose running. He's not even trying to like not put it in my yard now. The hose is literally in my yard. I can tell based on the lawnmower, like the edge of, because there's a side hill a little bit going from like my yard to his yard. So when I mow my yard, it kind of digs into that side hill just a hair. So there's like a very defined lip in the grass. So the hose is just like in my yard now. I should go out there and just cause an absolute ruckus. Just start yelling and cussing until he like does something about it, you know?
Get out of my swamp.
That would be, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the $0, zero equipment, zero land. You betcha, Jacob. And zero sugar soda. Yeah, it's all zeros, man. The best part of having a family function is all the leftover random sodas that we accumulate after. So I don't normally drink orange soda. I don't really usually have it on hand, but I feel like Matt today with my orange soda. Although he probably drinks better orange soda than us, but it's still good enough. It's still orange soda, you know? It's still delicious. Yep, definitely started the poor way, you betcha. He's still pumping water. I wonder how much it rained here today before I was home. Because he's been pumping water out of the pool for a while. Oh, man. That's crazy. You know, you think to help mitigate storm like water issues, he could wait a little while till it's done raining and then, you know, pump the pool, because, you know, he's just like, it's still raining and he's out there pumping the pool down. Or I don't know if it's actively raining. The street is wet, like, all the way across right now, so it might have, like, just finished raining, but it must have really rained earlier today. That's all I know. I should really go out there and just, like, cause a ruckus. Oh, man. He won't even talk to me anymore, Chad. It's great. I finally, like, I guess he got the hint that I don't want to talk to him, so he won't talk to me anymore, which is awesome. Very happy about it.
So how close is the tree cutting neighbor that does the nice fireworks display to his pool?
Oh, he's not even on our street. Way down yonder.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. Maybe if you cover your pool, you wouldn't have extra water in your pool. You'd still have to go somewhere with the water, right? Or is he gonna build like a roof, like a... He's diluting the salt in my yard, yeah, probably.
Most covers let water go in and out.
Yeah, a lot of people around here use like the, for lack of a better term, like the trampoline cover. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what like Casey has for his pool. It's basically a trampoline, and Mr. Wonderful, I think, has the same one.
Because if not, then when it rains, you gotta make sure you get the water off the top so it doesn't rip the cover.
Yeah, yeah. Yup. Although it's funny, so Casey had his pool drained the other day by a company, right? They brought in like trash pumps and like pumped this nasty, sludgy green crap out of there, right?
Did you refill it, or is it still empty?
No, so they refilled it with like the garden hose. You know, it took like 3 days. This pool's big. It's big. It's 8 feet deep in the deep end, and the cover for the pool fills up his like 4-car driveway, like 2 cars long, 2 cars wide.
Mm-hmm.
So it's big. It's a big pool. But now with the rains today, they're probably going to need to get some water out of it after spending money to fill it.
Yep.
It happens.
I'm
Although
sure
it's
the
actually,
city water company's gonna like him next month.
yeah, he'll get a heck of a bill probably. It's like, I think I heard once it's like 39,000 gallons or something.
That sounds about right for the size.
Tornado watch till 10, flood watch till 1. Yeah, fire. We're under a flood watch for like 12 more hours, 17 hours. It's a bunch. When you click near the St. Louis area, there's like 3 different flood things that pop up. It's bad, man. These storms are really, really dumping. So yeah. Really, really producing rain when they hit. Do they not drain on their own? Does what not drain? Like the pool cover? No. The covers they use here let the water go through. So like if we were to get like a bunch of rain in the fall, technically like Mr. Wonderful or Casey would have to technically, you know, bump the pool down to a point. You know, if like say the pool's closed for the year, but like if we get a bunch of rain, you still have to kind of monitor it. I mean, you don't want your pool to like overflow. Although really Casey's backyard, it wouldn't really matter if it did, but you still don't want that. So yeah. Has a cover that doesn't let anything in. Interesting. So he has to like siphon the water off the top of the cover then? I don't know how that would work. In fairness, I don't really know a lot about pools. I used to help him with his pool quite a bit, but I was just kind of there. So
Either that or he has the flotation things in the center that hold the top up, and then it'll drain off the side.
oh. Yeah, you see okay, so like I'm thinking like an above ground round pool, and you always see that big you always see that big airbag under it, right?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the word to say without getting clipped out of context.
Yeah. But even those, I think you have to like set up a siphon to pull the
Yeah, you gotta try to keep it off as best you can.
yeah, to pull the extra water off there. I really don't have experience with those.
The covers are mainly just to keep like leaves and sticks and everything out. It's not really designed to keep water out.
Yeah. Well, especially like what they have here, it's more so like to keep people out.
That's
keep your kid from falling out, so or falling in over the winter or something. So yeah. Oh, I got you, Jacob. That's just I'm what I'm saying, I guess, is I've just seen that style on like a round pool, you know. That's all I'm saying, man. But them trampoline ones are wild. I mean, I've never done it, but you can just like walk out on them when they're on. I mean, that's the whole point, to be safe, to keep people out. So yeah. Now, once upon a time, like Casey's dad, he had these like they were like inflatable water bags, kind of. And he used to put those kind of around the edges of that cover to help keep it like tight to the concrete so that like leaves didn't blow under there all fall. But I don't know where those things ended up. They haven't been around forever, so. Usually when Casey would open his pool, or his dad back in the day, like it was pretty the water usually wasn't that nasty, but there was a lot of stuff at the bottom of the pool. A lot of leaves. So cover it and forget it. I gotcha. Set it and forget it. All right, Ron Popeil, you know. That's cool though. That is cool. All right, I think I'm done with fertilizing contracts for now anyway. I'm hoping that I can puke this fertilizer here. Because the problem is I don't own any ground, but it doesn't matter. Okay. I think that was a Farm Sim 22 thing. I love the tarp on this thing, by the way. Why can't all tarps in this game be like that? Seriously. Why? It's so nice. How do I like this map? It's okay so far. I've been on here, what, about 3 hours now? It's okay. All right, Scoot, you're not using any equipment from another contract, correct?
correct.
All right, let's collect our dollar bill, y'all. Yeah, I mean, it's a farm sim map. Seems okay so far. Seems okay. All right, so let's see. There's a lot of money in baling contracts. Like a lot, actually. Of course, now there's a 18,000. Wait, I just did that. It wants me to do it again now. Contract on 8. Oh goodness. Some harvest contract. There's a next at harvest contract. Yay. Hooray. Hooray. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do a tedding contract. Although, wait, it says on 25. Is there a field on 25? Oh, it's that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna start that. Okay, because I need to go take my break. So we'll start this so I can have something to ride in. Wow, chat! Look at that. We have $164,000. We are rich. We are so rich. Can't buy anything with that, but we are so rich.
Have you seen the it's like a auction yard mod thing?
No, I don't think so.
So like you can put it in like a field, and it's basically like an auction place where they bring tractors and stuff, and you can put in what you want, and it pops up on the field to buy, like auction.
That's funny. It's interesting. Alright, I gotta get on the other side of these woods, trap. Gotta go over yonder. I think he's done pumping water, by the way. See, here's the thing that doesn't make sense about this scoot, right? Wait, is this a field? Am I going to be able to hire this? Might not be able to. Oh, yeah, we can. When Buddy bought the house next door, he, like, added on, right?
Mm-hmm.
He added on 14 feet of house to the back of the house, across the entire back.
Uh-huh.
So the yard was all ripped to hell. He had a perfect opportunity to put his downspouts underground.
Yeah.
And not only that, he knew when he built the house that he was going to put a pool in the backyard, and where he was going to put the pool pump, which is on the end of the house by me. He could have very easily just put a drain right there.
Yeah,
and
piped underground to the street.
Connected that to go to the street. No harm, no foul. Everybody's happy. It would have cost like, $12 in PVC pipe, but like, who cares? The money he spent on that house, $12, no big deal. He had a perfect opportunity to do that. And it floored me that he, I don't know. I mean, he ran like conduit back to the power pole for like, potential like phone line, internet, cable, like all that stuff. Yeah. He thought I had to do that. Anyway, couldn't drain run the storm drains, the gutters down to the street. So kind of interesting. But that's enough of complaining about Mr. Wonderful. Scoot, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take my break.
All right.
Chad, I'll probably complain more when I get back. Chad, I'm gonna go take a break really fast. I'll be back in a minute. BRB.